Meaningless things we all did at least once in a lifetime. Can't forget about letting glue dry on your hands just to peel it off. Just cracking open a cold one with the boys. Back in my day, this was our emojis. I forgot about this. This was the peak of 90s lighting technology. The touch lamp. Do you remember these clear plastic chip things? They're called counters, you uncultured swines. Resting your head on the cold window just hit different. This generation of kids will never know this pain. We were outside 24/7. At what age did you stop doing this? I won't stop doing this until I'm dead. This thing existing. An umbrella. 5-year-old me. Oh, you wanted to wash your hands for more than 4 seconds? Well, that's just too bad. Admit it. You've tried to balance the light switch right in the middle at least once in your life. Once these came on, you had to be home. Do you need some anti-itch cream? Me. Nah, I'm good, bro. I used to believe when I was a kid, these were good ants, and these were bad ants. My ankles have never been the same. I'm about to buy this. I haven't slept good in a while. I don't know what the purpose of these were, but I absolutely loved them. Never seen this glow in one store, but growing up, it was legendary. My brain. Poke it. Me. Why? My brain. Just do it. This is the lollipop equivalent of smoking a cigar. Ever since I was little, I knew I had a passion for bathroom tiles. Dad, there's nothing that creates nostalgia in every generation. Me. Who remembers glittery sand lizards? When mum peeks in to check if you're asleep at night and leaves again, I wish they built places like these just for adults. You know what, that's a pretty good idea. When you realize how old a game from your childhood is. Oh hey, Mario Galaxy turns 15 next year. Oh god. POV, you had a great childhood. If you or a loved one had a kick account under the age of 18, you are entitled to financial compensation. This just unlocked a memory. How did we get so happy playing with 2 plastic buckets and string? I'm so glad my childhood was pre-mobile phones. Me at 6 years old, discovering the true shape of the heart. Liar. The scariest part of childhood was having one of these and slowly peeling off the lid like it was a grenade. My brain. Do it. Why? Just do it. Okay. 1-year-old me, when I fell on the floor while walking, family members to the floor. And it worked. It would make us feel better. Why did everyone play the recorder in 4th grade? What were they training us for? Aliens like the sound of recorders, so we would have some sort of use if they did come down. POV. You had the greatest nap ever. If you don't know this rug, I feel sorry for your childhood. I'm old enough to remember when ice cream came in a box. Who else pulled very slowly and carefully to get that one extra ticket? They served no purpose, but I still had them. Kids these days will never know the torture we went to try and get these things off, especially out of shoestrings. Oh, we get it. Trust me. What people think of pay to win now versus the OG pay to win. I used to hate when this happened, man. I would just eat the rubber. Makes for a nice snack. 7-year-old me telling my friend that our sleepover plan failed. Can't, man. My mum said no. Just ask her one more time, please. Wait, does anyone else remember being forced to draw cubes or having a fixation with drawing them? Yes. Why do you know this? Pencil grips. I had these. When you're 4 years old and someone says, got your nose, but they give it back. Sometimes they forget to give it back. Knitting needles exists. I'm Wolverine. I don't care how old I am. Hold my damn shoes. If you ever threw these, your childhood rocked. Remember the blue PE mats that were meant to cushion you, but were actually more like concrete slabs of deception? The only time people want to be your friend in school. If you have gum, pens or pencils, you got notes, or you have a lot of food. Trying to figure out where the hell the milk went. Meme in 2040. If you remember these, your childhood was not awesome. The games we used to play. Admit it, you and everyone else used to wear these. Yes, 12-year-old me watching Windows Media Player visualizations while listening to songs. How we learned math. How guys used to dress back in 2005. Nothing like a homemade bookmark. Childhood trauma. You're so wise for your age. You have such good reflexes. If you had these during your childhood, you now have a love for candles. The tree where Isaac Newton discovered gravity is still alive and well outside of his childhood home. Without this tree, I could fly now. Movie. They slept together. My stupid 8-year-old brain. 7-year-old me making potions in the bathroom. 4-year-old me. Anything with wheels. Is this a tractor? There was a guy doing the airplane with his daughter on the beach, and my dad asked if he could try. Today's kids will never know the struggle when you lose one of the pieces on these. One childhood station has got to go. Bye bye, Disney Channel. How I sleep when it's hot. That one leg will cool your whole body down. This is when my trust issues started. My nephew runs to whichever room when he hears laughter so that he can also laugh. I stand a king that chooses positive energy. Who remembers playing hopscotch on the schoolyard? Who grew up playing outside in the dark? Teddy bear counters from math class. I fear a lot of you missed school on the days we used these. The 90s and thousands were built different because we really had classrooms full of these mini guillotines. One of the biggest finesses of all time. Push me bro, I won't move. Smensors. Not only did they smell good, they were also an environmentally friendly icon. 70s and 80s kids. Time to walk to school. Today's kids. Yay, we're off for a week. What feels illegal but isn't. Flushing the toilet in the middle of the night. 11-year-old me. After jumping from 4 stairs in front of my cousins. When you predict the Scooby-Doo villain before the reveal. Brains. Sometimes the stress of being a kid would get to me, and I'd chain eat a whole pack. Childhood is when you support Jerry. Adulthood is when you realize Tom was innocent. Kids these days wouldn't understand. 10-year-old me, after seeing a celebrity doing a triangular hand sign. I have finally done it. You've achieved infinity. When one of these bad boys pulled up, you knew you were about to go to school. Speed bump exists. Kids at the back seat of the bus goes flying. Therapist. So when do you think your anxiety started? Me. Could you stop ruining my childhood for 5 minutes? How I remember my childhood games versus how they actually are. What is a privilege that people act as if it isn't? Having your childhood documented. Pictures, videos, letters, crappy childhood art, all of it. When do you think childhood ends? After the first crush? Or the first kiss? Or the first serious independent act? When you understand that sleep is a gift, not a punishment, unless you're an insomniac. My life right now, if 3-year-old me bought real estate and invested in stocks back in 2008. I know, what was I thinking not doing that? So disappointing. Me as a kid, when I had to throw away the cool stick I found. 10-year-old me, seeing other kids at school with hand pointers. I gotta get me one of those. The good news, I found my favorite old jacket while sorting through my old stuff. The bad news, the last time I wore it, I was 9 years old. The best news, I am the enemy now. Grandparents be like, one little snack before you go home. Back in the day, eggs and toilet paper were so cheap. We would throw them at the houses of our enemies. These, I can still smell them. Tender and delicious gummy pasta. This is pasta which is already cooked. Just add sauce. 8-year-old me explaining how my dream job would be to become Batman. My dad realizing that he might get shot in the alley. When you sleep on top of your arm all night. What's happened? My arm, it's no longer mine. And then you start to panic because it's taking a little too long to get back. Most dangerous thing this summer. There needs to be a warning label on seatbelts. The heat they can go to is just bruh. It's like touching fire. It's 2008 and you just got home from school. Now this is anxiety. I hated maths. Middle school versus high school. Boobies and I want to die. Progression. Classmate curses. Me, I'm going to tell the teacher. Them, please don't. Raises hand to go to the bathroom. Who else sleeps like this? Bottom arm under pillow. Top arm supporting face. Top leg bent over in humping position for comfort. Bottom leg stretched out straight chilling. Own up. Who's done this? Not me. And I would admit if I did do this because this is kinda cool. Meeting has been cancelled. It's the corporate version of maths teacher is absent today. School really had us eating this at 11 a.m. Wow, I thought my school food was bad. Which school lunch are you taking? So it would have to be the 10s because it's got the Nintendo DS. Kids today will never know the pain of destroying your thumb and still having no clue if the battery had power. 8-year-old me holding my breath when I see a smoker. I thought I would get lung cancer just breathing in a bit of smoke. When you realize it's all just one big movie. So we've got Frankenweenie, Corpse Bride, and The Nightmare Before Christmas. I love Corpse Bride. Evolution of Shaggy. 1969 Shaggy was the best one. Changed my mind. It's the only one I've actually seen on TV. Same. 5-year-olds nowadays. Nike Air Forces, Converse, Adidas, and Vans. Me when I was 5. The craziest thing about being a kid is that you can go through the most traumatic night of your life and you'll just have to go to school the next day. Lions can hunt and kill their own food by the time they're 3 months old. My 3-year-old couldn't find her lunchbox and it was in her other hand. I can't believe we're at the top of the food chain. What ceiling did you have growing up? Even though you made my gums bleed, I miss you. The OG fidget toy. Unclipping it and then reclipping it. Forget zodiac signs. How do you eat nerds? Individually, with a spoon, pour onto palm. Guzzle. When I used to get bored in class, I always see out of my left eye. Oh, and my right eye. Man, all of America can hear you trying to open this at midnight. 8-year-old me, opening my eyes in the pool without goggles. I am the son of Poseidon, until your eyes go really red. My friend asking her mum if we can do a sleepover. 11-year-old me, 10-year-old me, guiding my dad to park the car. Stop. 8-year-old me, after after drinking my mum's perfume that smelled like rose petals. My fart will be legendary. Hard to believe I once had a phone attached to a wall. When it rang, I would pick it up without knowing who was calling. Amazing I'm still alive. Back in the day, would this have been you? Definitely. I was doing stuff. I was making moves. 10-year-old me, waiting in the rain for my mum to pick me up. If hell was an image. Hey guys, I'm gonna put my Chromebook in the wrong slot. Oh cool, and you're gonna make the teacher keep us behind. Nice. Delicious orbs. Don't eat orbs. Forbidden snack. My 12-year-old stepson just handed me a literal wad of cash and said, buy yourself something nice. It's like $400. Where did he get it? What? Your brother is a sacred mafia boss. When mints just don't work for some people. No Clorox mint. Do you want your kids to start eating chalk? Because that's how you get them to eat chalk. Bedtime now. Hehe. Bedtime when you were 5. Not hehe. This generation today will never know the experience. Oh, of a waterbed? Yeah, I remember, I think I was 13 at the time, my friend had a waterbed, his mum. It feels cool but weird. I don't know if I could sleep on it. How cool you were if you had these plates. What do you mean this isn't a cake for somebody's 50th birthday? Oh, they're 5? Never mind. Actually, it's for someone's 850th birthday. Actually, it's Lightning and Spider-Man's 50th wedding anniversary. Okay, this is too much. Tumblr? Ah, stop. Ah! Well-written, structured, original joke. 6-year-olds. Poop. Bath art. I thought that was an iPhone. We used to tie pencils in the night. Hey, also when I was in school, people still use these now. This is the McDonald's I grew up with. It looks so fun. 90s kids looking exhausted after dragging around 600 pounds of denim all day. Let's settle this. Which Starburst flavor is the best? Well, out of all of these on screen, yellow, because that's lemon. No one knew what these lollipops were called, but everyone used to eat them every summer. They were okay. I'm not gonna hype them up. They weren't bad though, if Home Alone happened today. Mom, Dad? Hello, I'm home alone. Kevin, I'm so sorry. We just boarded, but I'll get off the plane and come home right now. 8-year-old me, after drinking Coca-Cola in a wine glass. Future grandson. Grandpa, what was your childhood like? Me. A lot of gaming, grandson. The fantastic baby blue gummy is gone. Kids these days will never understand what Blue Scooby did to your taste. Teacher. So who's absent? 2nd grader clown. Me. Everyone. 9-year-old me. Taking a ruler to my bedroom to measure how long I sleep. 8-year-old me. Putting on my headphones the wrong way. Mum. What was that noise? Me in my room. This company will taxidermy your old stuffed animals so you can hang them on your wall forever. POV. 6-year-old me eating food with a 0.001% alcohol in it. The last time I slept my 8 hours. 5-year-old me shakes hands with my dad. Dad, jokingly. Ouch, that hurt. 5-year-old me. Blue is the best flavor ever. Fight me. What? Bro eats Windex. Oh, you drink Windex. Interesting. Wonder how that tastes. Older siblings creating trust issues since forever. Me, when someone in class is giving a presentation and they're clearly very nervous because people are watching. I am looking away. I do not see it. I prefer to stare at their soul. Then I ask them a lot of hard questions after. You're in elementary. It's your class's turn at the Scholastic Book Fair. You got a crispy $10 burning a hole in your pocket. What's your move? Buying a book I will never read. It takes everything I have to not ceremoniously swan dive into this. I have no desire to eat Tide Pods, but I do want to drink the forbidden nectar. And then my childhood drove by. Childhood fear, phobia, fear I didn't know I had. Her. Ruin my childhood. Ralph isn't Chief Wig. Oh, what? He's not? Why does he look like him? I think Ralph's father is not actually his father. I think his father is Chief Wiggum. 2 childhood friends unexpectedly reunite on opposite sides of a demonstration in 1972. Nothing says Halloween like setting up a store in the corpse of your childhood. I still see the ghost. My sister's birthday is coming up. Childhood trauma soap. Maybe if you smelled good, your parents would love you. Taxes are essentially just a yearly subscription to the country you live in. Childhood is the free trial. So a Monster Munch isn't actually a footprint, as I spent my entire childhood thinking. They are actual monsters. Andy in college, drowning in debt, upon discovering that his childhood Woody doll that he gave to a 6-year-old was a rare collector's item that could have been sold for millions of dollars. Mum parks car. Don't hit the car next to us. Open the door carefully. 6-year-old me. Oops. Dang. The 8-year-old just asked why the tooth fairy doesn't just dig up dead people to get teeth. I don't know, but it's a bloody good question. She does, she just doesn't tell anyone. Not like we know. My 5-year-old asked how old Earth was. I told him about 4.5 billion years old. He said, wow, that's almost as old as you. For a moment, I considered telling him the truth about Santa Claus. What do you mean the truth? Santa's real. 5-year-old me. Watch me, Grandpa. Me does nothing. Grandpa. POV. The series your mum is watching in the living room is low-key interesting, so you gotta hit this pose and watch. 9-year-old me trying to figure out what 2 pairs of scissors is called. and a pair of scissors. 6-year-old me. The biscuits that came with her coffee. My mum, I gave all your old toys to your little cousin. 24-year-old me. Eating a mozzarella stick be like how 8-year-old me imagined my parents would react to the poorly forged grade I wrote for myself. Actual picture of me trying to clean dried Rice Krispies out of a bowl. They dry up. Such a task. That's why you gotta be very quick to clean them. It's like mining bedrock. When you go to a fancy restaurant and still end up ordering the chicky tendies. Childhood pretend wars be like, I get it up to the rock. I was never throwing stones. Who rode in a car like this? Sharing from sweet memories of youth. No, but I remember my sister and I begging my dad to be in the boot. He let us. And he would always make werewolf noises as we were coming into where we live, because there are a lot of trees. Ow! I'm babysitting my 2-year-old nephew today, and when I told him he couldn't eat ice cream for breakfast, he told me, "You're not my best friend anymore." So we compromised, and now he's on his second bowl of ice cream, and I've gained the title of best friend in the whole wide world. 8th grade teachers. They won't slide in high school. That thing in high school? Oh, it slides, alright. It's the best slide in the world. We've really been smoking cigarettes since elementary. The ones in UK are not bubblegum, the ones which are shaped like cigarettes. Just like a weird type of sweet. Tastes good though. How cool you were if you had Heelys. I remember not wanting a pair because I was scared I was gonna fall over and smash my head against the floor. Yes, I know, very weird thought. I'm playing doctor with my 4-year-old. He's checking my stomach with the thermometer and grabs the lotion. What's wrong with me, doc? You got a fever and you ashy. Who do I call to get this doctor up out of here? I'm tired of this doctor's office. Enough is enough. Kids today would never understand this. So at 8 a.m., 100%, 8 p.m., 99. I understand it, but I don't do it because I don't charge my phone. Me looking at my old online conversations when I was a kid and realizing how annoying and cringe I was. I'm still cringing back. 2019, I still cringe. When will it end? Ever tried this in your childhood? You put the penny underneath and then you just draw over it? Yeah, I used to do this. I was like, I do recognize this, but I don't remember what it could be. But yeah, I'm this old. This was me, but with Xbox 360 discs. Me, proud because my brother told me F stood for fantastic. My mum reading my report card. When you're at a church youth group and you're trying to impress the ladies. As a kid, I was so cool. I smoked cigs, smoked cigars, did drugs, took pills, shot some people, drank some alcohol, and even downed some wine. Sounds like every other kid in the world. You may be old, but are you this old? 4-year-old me giving Dora wrong directions. 11-year-old me wishing bad morning to my teacher. 25-year-old me committing tax fraud. 10-year-old me fantasizing about getting in a terrible accident so I don't have to participate in anything that was making me anxious. My childhood nostalgia. Playing these games a lot of the time. Yeah, Subway Surfers, great game. Minecraft, of course. Temple Run. Childhood fear, doctors. Adult fear, doctor's bills. Childhood fear, bad dreams. Adult fear, unfulfilled. These are too deep. No. Ease up on the nostalgia. Nostalgia can be used as a tool by corporations to elevate the good times to the commodities they sell. You can't buy back your childhood, no matter how hard you try. I think it's good to look back, but don't live in the past, you know? I always enjoy making videos like this though, especially this topic, because it's nice to go back and see what it was like when you were a kid. The Simpsons Hit and Run was such a legendary game. Only real ones will know about this gem. When your best friend's parents say, you're not a guest anymore, you're family. My dad, after 6-year-old me, made him a PB&J and put it on his favorite plate. The food, the atmosphere, everything's flawless. When you watch a movie with your siblings and an ugly character appears, that's you. A quarter of a century ago, your computer had this sticker and you were preparing. Remember, turn your computer off before midnight. Flashback to childhood, when you found the perfect stick. Finish school, finish college. Those were the best years of, oh god, no. The best is to come, don't worry. Pause. You know what I mean? 6-year-old me, when some random kid named Jason said he wasn't my friend anymore. For being anonymous, I had a friend called Baron, and I had a friend called Bear. Bear was very, very ill, and I started becoming friends with Baron. When Bear came back to school, he didn't like that, so he told the teacher I was stealing his friend. I got in trouble for that. Yeah, I know. I was 10 at the time.